Well, hello there all the absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another episode of An Ecologist Plays. We talk about nature while playing games. My name is Will, I'm an ecologist by training, and we are back in Windrose, as you can see, as the sun is rising behind us over there. And well, as you can see in the background there, our house has been expanded a wee little bit. So let's have a look there and see what it looks like. So here we have the view from the front, and as you can see, I'm trying to build a bit more of a forest around it. So as I've been logging some of the trees on the island here, of course, I have gotten ficus seeds, and that has allowed me to plant 7 of these big ficus trees. Now, ficus is just a genus of wild fig, and that, of course, is what we have planted over here. We also seem to have quite a few lianas, or vines, dangling from these trees here, and you can see them climbing up the tree all the way up, and then some of it dangling up from the top there. Now, the reason why vines like this will climb up from the bottom here is so that they can reach sunlight. And in densely wooded areas or densely forested areas, like over here, for example, it is very difficult to get enough sunlight to photosynthesize effectively down here. So to get enough sunlight, they actually wrap around other trees and then climb up to the tops of the trees, where they will get more sunlight, enough sunlight at least, to photosynthesize effectively, and at the same time they don't have to spend resources trying to build these thick trunks to get above their competitors, the other plants growing in the area. So being a vine is a sneaky way of trying to get to the top, I guess. Now, what we are going to do quickly before we head out to where we are supposed to go, first of all, I've made some food. I've got some hearty egg broth here, which will give us 10 agility, and I have got some spicy dodo with sweet potatoes here, which will give us 10 vitality, so that will boost our health quite a bit. I'm just going to quickly pop in over here, and here on the workbench, just craft a few copper bullets, just so that we have that in our pockets before we head on out. The plan for today is to head on over to these islands over here, find a shipwreck that we can float, and also rescue some crew members, and hopefully we'll be able to actually set sail on our first little boat, on the Ketch that we are going to get, hopefully then. Let's head on out, shall we? Because we have a fast travel point right over here, and there we go. What a beautiful view we have of the sun rising in the east there. Now, we are going to just quickly eat our food here, also actually equip our copper bullets, and now we can use our little worn pistol here to at least fire off some shots at the pirates that we are going to encounter. And there should be some right over here. And hopefully we're also going to get some gunpowder, because gunpowder is in relatively short supply. At least initially, until we can craft our own. Oh, there we go. Got a bit of a shot there on that one. We're just going to show these scurvy sea dogs what we are all about. There we go. I did get some gunpowder there, one at least, but there should be some more in a little bag. There we go. Usually there's a supply cache in some of these camps, and you can get, well, in this case, 8 gunpowder. And then of course we can also just raid this and see what we get. We got the flibustier's boots over here. And of course we're just going to quickly rescue this captured sailor. And we're not going to leave any man behind. And apparently the other sailors are scattered along the archipelago in camps like this. And we have got to go and rescue them as well. Now, in order to find a ship that we can use, there's a shipwreck there, there's another shipwreck over there, and another one over there. We're going to see. One of them is actually salvageable, and the other 2 not so much. So we're going to check and see which ones are in fact salvageable. Ooh. Misty Orchids. Okay, we'll chat about the Misty Orchids in a moment. I just have to take out some piggies. Because, as mentioned before, they are exotic. We cannot let them be. We have to take out the boars that we encounter. Always. Always we will take them out. I'm doing quite a bit of damage there with my saber. Marvelous. Now, granted, I have got level 5 armor and I have got level 5 weapons, so, or at least a level 5 saber, so it is allowing me to do quite a bit of damage to the piggies that we do encounter. Now, here we have one of our potential catches that we can salvage, but as you can see, this one is really battered, so we're not going to be able to salvage this one. We are going to be taking out these thorn fiddlers. Haha! I love the fact that they're actually fiddlers. Now, that is a reference to fiddler crabs, which, are crabs like these, and they do have one big pincer and one small one. These, apparently, are all male crabs, because only the males have those enlarged pincers. The females don't. The females have 2 pincers that are actually normal sized. So why do they have those big pincers? Well, there are a number of reasons why they have that, and we'll get back to that in a moment. Just check. There we go. 2 more to have a look at. Now, those big pincers there are there for 2 reasons. The first reason is that, of course, they can use it to fight with other male fiddler crabs. The second reason... Oh, that one got me. The second reason is that they can use it to actually attract females. They wave it around in the air. Very often in many species they are brightly colored, and females are able to recognize males of their species based on the coloration of the pincers there. Additionally, they will also do unique dances. Each species does a unique dance to try and attract females of their species. So the females are also able to, from a distance, see, that is a male of my species, and then actually go over to them. And they also will drum it on the ground to actually communicate with other individuals. Now, of course, there is a drawback with that. With 1 big pincer and 1 normal-sized pincer, they can't eat with those big pincers, so they can only eat with their small pincers. There we go, we've got nice decorations and some extra stuff over there. So their feeding is hampered, in a way. But that is sexual selection for you. Males that are more brightly colored and have bigger pincers, they may attract the female. And it may be worth it for them to actually have those big pincers then, even if they can't feed as well as they would normally be able to feed. Now we're just going to sail on over to this other very much broken ship over here. And we are just going to scurry around here and see some more thorn fiddlers. Oh, and there's also at least 1 drowned in the area, probably a few more. Love the fact that the little thorn fiddlers, they give a bit of a battle wave, I guess one could call it. As they saw me, that's kind of very similar to the dances that they would give to attract a female. Now this is a swollen drowned, which means that it's going to try and vomit up stuff over us. We're just going to stay out of that. Well, unsuccessfully try to stay out of that. It didn't work as well as I would have liked. There are also, I believe, some more thorn fiddlers. So we'll just have to quickly get rid of them as well. There we go. And there's the battle roar of them waving their big pincers in the air. Of course, called fiddler crabs because those big pincers there kind of resemble a fiddle or a violin that the crab is playing. And there we go. We have a club and we got some silver ingots there as well. Now, what we're not going to use, I'm going to actually deconstruct back at base, but that'll be in a bit. For now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to teleport over to this fast travel point over here. We're going to deconstruct it, and then we're going to just sail on over to the last shipwreck right over there. And then I'm going to place the fast travel point over there because we are going to have to travel there to repair that ship. And it's easiest if you just have a fast travel point in the area. Oh ho ho, I can't wait to get my first proper ship. Not this little teeny tiny dinghy we've got over here. And again, we've got a drowned and some thorn fiddlers over here. Oh, there's another drowned over there and more thorn fiddlers as well. Now we're going to take you down. There we go, quite a few characters coming along. We're just going to dodge them expertly. Mostly expertly. You are a very aggro little one. Oh, you are also very aggressive. You're also very, very strong. Let's just drink a little potion there and then show you who's boss. But this boat will float. Now we do need to actually repair it with 100 wood, 20 nails, 20 coarse fabric and 10 rope. But that is actually quite easy to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually be able to repair that immediately. We are just going to place down our fast travel point over here. And then we're just going to head on home. Now we can easily get quite a bit of wood by just actually harvesting these trees, just pressing E and getting wood that way. And that is how I have been sustainably getting a lot of wood. I've just chopped a few trees down just to get enough seeds to actually plant the trees here. And in the meantime, I have just been harvesting these trees and bushes here, which means I don't have to go out harvesting trees on the forest. And I've left it very, very forested so far. And well, as you can see here, we have quite a bit of wood that we can take 100 of. And well, we have got a lot of copper ingots that I have been smelting. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be making my 20 copper nails here, 20 coarse fabric and 10 rope. And that should be enough to actually get the ship afloat. However, we will not be able to actually crew it yet. Nonetheless, we are going to hopefully drop this all off. There we go, repair it. But now we'll need to go get the crew, which is further to the south. However, we are on an island here, so let's explore a little bit and see what we can get over here. And first of all, yeah, we do have a dodo over there, and we have got some more piggies over here as well. Is this normal hog? Yeah, normal boar it is. Now, normal boar here is Scroffa, which is the wild boar, which is exotic to the Caribbean. In fact, there are no indigenous pigs on the Caribbean islands. So, yeah, any pigs we see, we should be taking out. Now, I'm going to be a little bit more hesitant taking out things like the charging boars and the big ones. I don't even know what they are called. The big ones, basically, because those do resemble the Warty pigs, which are indigenous to the islands between Asia and Australia. And they are actually quite endangered. Now, we are going to take out this azure dodo because, well, it is attacking us in the first place. And, well, I do need to, at some point, actually make progress here with bird hunt. As you can see, buccaneer in training. I have taken out far more than 40 boars, but I've only taken out now 10 azure dodos out of the 20 in order to actually get that challenge completed. Now we're going to harvest some misty orchids here because these are new things for us to actually harvest. We're just going to take 3. We're going to leave 1, and then we're also going to take out this azure dodo that is attacking us. And there we go. But let's head deeper into the island. There is, in fact, a spot right over here. Oh, some more ruins. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to harvest some fiber and some wood that is just lying around here. Not going to chop out a tree specifically for this. And, well, what we are going to be doing with the wood that we have now collected is just place down a tent over here, just so that if we die, we don't have to run all the way back. And I do love placing a bit of a torch next to it, so at least I know where it is if I'm running around in the dark. Now, let's see. There should be a few piggies in the area here, if I'm not mistaken. Either pigs or pirates. Yeah, money's on pigs because, well, there is our first little piggy. Hello, boar. I'm hoping we get some good weapons from the caches here. I can do with a better weapon than the little saber we've got here. Got some more decorations there. Oh, lots of boars over there. There's a sow, another sow, and a boar down there. Likely to be a few more in the area, but let's actually just wait this one in. Oh, there we go. He's coming right to us. I'm just going to take him out like that. And let's take out the sows as well. Need to take out the whole sounder, otherwise they're just going to reproduce again. And there was another sow over here. Let's show her that we will not tolerate exotics on our islands. There's another buccaneer's chest with two-handed sword. I don't use the two-handed weapons, so we will be deconstructing that. And another chest here with the broken musket, which is a quest item. Well, that ruin is done, which means we can pack up everything here and head on over to the next one, which is actually right over here. Ooh, there's a charging boar. You know what? We're going to defend ourselves here against it. There is a charging boar. Now, this appears to be a different, maybe subspecies, maybe entirely different species from the normal boars we have. They are capable of greater speed and kind of just charging straight in a straight line, as I'm sure we'll see now. Yes, indeed, zooming past us. Unfortunately, once they start charging, they're not able to control where they go. They seem to be smaller than the boars we generally encounter, so that is making me think that it is in fact a different species altogether, although it could be subspecies, but it occurs on the same island as the other boars, so maybe it is a different species rather than subspecies. Once it charges at us once more, like that, I'm going to just quickly finish him. Now, the charging boars do, to some extent at least, resemble the Warty pigs, which are really quite cool. Would love to see a Warty pig, but unfortunately they are quite threatened. Mainly due to deforestation, but also, of course, due to hunting. Now, this plant here, even though it is called the Misty Orchid, I don't think it is actually an orchid. In fact, orchids have 6 tepals, which are sepals and petals combined because they resemble each other. They're very similar in appearance. Here we've got 9 petals. And at the back, we've got 6 sepals, those green leaves at the bottom there. Now, technically, the petals here are also just modified leaves, brightly colored modified leaves that form part of the flower. Anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that this can't be an orchid because it has sepals and petals, not tepals per se, and it has many more of those petals and sepals than it has any right to be if it is in fact an orchid. It does have 3 stamens, the male parts of the flowers, which we see there. However, in orchids, they actually are fused with some of the tepals and also fused with part of the female parts of the flower, forming what we call a column. It's very complicated orchids. This looks more like a lily, but it is also not a lily. It has way too many petals, and it actually has petals and sepals rather than tepals. So honestly, I went into this thinking it's basically a lily, but it is not, in fact, not a lily either. It is a very mythical plant. Henceforth, we shall be calling it the mythical Misty Orchid. Anyway, back to taking out the piggies over here. Oh, there's the big one. The savage boar. That really does resemble a warty pig. Look at that. Coming closer and really bucking at us. We have to be careful with that one. It can take us out. Definitely can take us out. And will also take us out if we just get charged by the charging boar from the back there. This is not smart. There we go. Taken out by that one again. Oh, look, there's another normal one as well. No. Just going to bandage myself here. And also drink another potion. And then just, run around, sing Kumbaya around the tent here. Okay, the charging boar is out, so it's not going to be charging at us anymore. We have to be careful of the savage boar, though. So let's find an open spot right over here. We are going to make our stand over here. And take a few swings at it. And it took a swing at us. And no. There we go. Alright. That's one savage boar done. Yeah, they do resemble the water pigs, but they also, to me at least, resemble giant forest hogs which we have in Africa. Not South Africa, they are from the deep forest in the Congo Basin. You'll find the giant forest hog. They are dark in color, blends in very well with their jungle habitat because, well, they live in low light conditions, so darker color, really well suited for that environment. And they are big. They are surprisingly big for an animal in the tropics. Now, we are under attack by something. Charging boar coming past. There we go. Going to take a few swings at it, as it takes a few swings at us as well. And there we go. Right, so this appears to be an old buccaneers camp, and the buccaneers are boar hunters, as you can see here, with a nice little practice target. Of course, I will be helping the buccaneers as much as I can, try to get rid of all the piggies in the area. Now, there are two things we should be able to get here. I think they should be up here somewhere. Let's see. Ah, there we go. There is a chest right over here. A damaged flask. I'm looking for weapons. Come on, please give me weapons. And surely we should be able to break these things and get to something behind it. Yeah, there we go. There's a little supply cache with a fast travel bell. And, ooh, there we go. Press a button. What have we got? Piastre and silver ingots. Okay, so silver coins and silver ingots. And then we have one undiscovered place left on the island here. And let's see, what is this last? Oh, it's a copper mine. Okay. Perfect, so we're just going to ignore this. Now it's just a case of dropping our stuff off at base and then sailing to the south. And of course deconstructing things like the two-handed sword. We can very easily make it again if we want to actually use it, but for now I think that is perfectly fine. And here we go, it is morning and it's time to set off to, I believe, those islands over there, way off in the distance. So I guess land ho over there. Of course, while sailing, I'm just going to quickly grab these decoration recipes, actually learn them. And we also do have the quest, the Glorious Hunters. Now that is a level 3 quest. We are not level 3 yet, so we're not going to do that one yet. And look at that, we've got a Blackbeard Raider right over there as the sun is rising to the east. Oh man, look at that. That is just so gorgeous. What of the ship that's out there, do we leave her to the gale? She's called the Flying Dutchman and its rage it fills her sails. Alright, let's beach our little shippy over here, because there are some pirates right over there. Of course, I'm going to just place down a tent, and we're also going to place down a fast travel point, so that we can easily reach the islands around here as well. And there we go, there is indeed a captive, oh, two captives actually over here. Brilliant. Well, the sergeant is almost dead, and the sailor is actually... Oh, hello, miss me. The sailor survived almost longer than the sergeant. Will you look at that? Surely there are some more pirates in the area, yeah? I've got the supply cache there. Don't seem to be. So let's save this one as well. And let's rescue this captured sailor as well. And of course, there is a chest right over here. The Filibustier's hat. Now with this armor set, if you wear 2 of it, your attacks consume 20% less stamina, and that is actually not bad. So I'll probably be equipping that at some point as well. Now let's go save some crew members over there, and then head over down there as well. Aha, there seems to be a whole encampment in the jungle here. Alright, let's scurry along to the side here, and let's show them what for.
Prepare to die!
Ah, prepare to die. Not us, no. You must. That's another one down. It's just the sergeant. Oh, you got me, you naughty one. Ah. That's why I have got potions. Well, there are some more sailors in here. But you know what? Come at me. Oh, 4, okay. This is going to be interesting. I prefer getting their attention 1 at a time rather than 4 at the same time, but this was fine. It really does help to level up your armor and especially your weapons, so you can do more damage to the enemies. Ah, Drake's double-barreled pistol. Oh, this is a very nice one. And we have a map as well. Ooh, that pistol. I do be loving that pistol. Another captured sailor and some more gunpowder. There is also a question mark right up here. Could be a mine. No, it is in fact a camp. Should be one of those traveler camps. No, it is not. It is. Oh, we've got to go down. Okay. Hello there. Anybody down here? Can I destroy? Oh, there we go. There's a drown down here. Hello, Drowny. I shall call you Robert. Robert Drowny Sr. We've got a normal pistol as well. We'll probably deconstruct that since we now have Drake's double-barreled pistol. And we also have some guinea, some gold coins as well. There's a question mark again up ahead. Ah, okay. I think this is one that we go down. So we build our tent, we build a workbench, and we craft 1 rope, because we're going to need that to tie on over here and go down. Just going to equip my light here, and here we go. There should be some drowned. There we go. There's undead. Oh, this is less fun, because if they bite you, you can die due to bleeding. They're going to try and not be bitten by them. Some healing herbs, marvelous. And an ancient chest with Tambaga ingots, which we can use to ascend our weapons, which is really, really nice. Oh, we must just be careful not to fall down there to the drowned. I don't mind attacking them, but I don't want to attack them unnecessarily. Oh, there are so many things here. Okay, what can we get rid of? I'm going to get rid of my worn-out pistol. Don't need that in my life. And there we go. Now, the treasure we just got now, we can sell once we locate the smugglers. Then we can sell it for silver or gold. We're just again going to drop off some stuff at base and then head back to this island and head to the south. There are no more points of interest, it seems, to actually explore on this island, which means we are now just heading over to that one last point. And now, with the pistol in hand, let's shoot 2 shots before we need to reload. I should actually have taken on the sergeant with that, rather than that sailor on the left. But I can shoot him once. Right, I do believe that was everyone. So let's rescue the last 2 sailors. That's 1, and that's 2. And what did we get? We got a musket. Ooh, yes, please. Please and thank you. There are some really, really nice muskets in the game as well. Okay, and that's this island. Now I'm going to run around here off screen in order to get the outline sorted, and because there is a very good reason for that, which I'm not going to spoil now. You'll have to tune in for a following episode to find out why I'm exploring every single island. But there we go, just checking that there are no drowned in the area. No, indeed. And now we have 7 people, and we have our first proper ship, the Ketch. So let's sail on over to our Ketch here and have a good look at her. Oh, that is marvelous. Now, of course, we do need a name for our ship here. So tell me in the comments what you think I should be calling our Ketch here. Think ecologically themed nautical names. Now, I am shotgunning the Beagle for the frigate. Once we get the frigate, I think I'll call it the Beagle. You know, of course, after the ship that Charles Darwin was on when he went to the Galapagos Islands and really grappled with natural selection. So the frigate I'm going to call the Beagle for that reason then, but the Ketch and the brig that we are going to get after the Ketch, well, they will need names. So yeah, drop in the comments there what you think I should be calling it. But now we are home, we can actually summon our Ketch in this lovely little calm bay. Now we are going to make a nice pier going out that way as well. That will probably happen a bit off screen though. Let's see, Dr. Galen has something to say. We're not possible to get out of here yet. And it's got to do with the artifact that we have in our possession. Alright, and that is going to set us on our next quest. Now before we end, notice our bonfire here is actually very much enclosed in a structure, and so too here, our charcoal kiln and our smelting furnace also kind of enclosed. Now why on earth did I do that? The reason is simple, it's because of fireflies. I don't want to really disturb the environment, and I'm particularly fond of fireflies. Now having said that, I do need to move this cooking fire over here because that is also still light. But anyway, the reason I don't have a fire out there or anything like that, I do have lights in the house, but it's minimal. The reason I don't have a lot of light outside here is so I don't actually influence the fireflies. Now, no, we don't have fireflies in this part of the map. We are going to encounter them later, but this is a forested environment. I very much would expect there to be fireflies here. So to try and prevent their breeding cycle from being impacted, I've enclosed all these big lights, these big furnaces, and the big bonfire, of course, as well. Right, now I think that is a good spot to end today's episode, so thank you very much everyone for tuning in. Hope you had a blast. I had so much fun. The next episode will be another Coral Island episode, and then thereafter we'll be setting sail with our Ketch over here. So if you've got any questions or comments, please pop them down in the comments below, and of course give me some nice suggestions for what to call our Ketch over here. Until next time everybody, stay safe. I'll see you all soon. Cheers!